This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with the finale of Dino Crisis. In the last episode, we chased down Dr. Kirk and finally found him, despite him putting a gun to our head, and Gale once again saved us. So I guess all that back talk from Rick seemed unnecessary. So we got to get the initializer and stabilizer and find our way out here so we can get to the boat and get out of here. Documents for and we forgot to read this last time. Then we'll actually get on with the story. Documents for experiments and some parts for devices are on the desk. Oh, I thought we were checking a part of old document is Dr. Kirk's signature on it. Will you read it? Third energy as the final weapon, Dr. Edward Kirk. If the third energy reaction exceeds the critical point, it evokes the overload phenomenon. When this happens, we can't control it. The huge amounts of energy creates chain reactions and begin to disintegrate the surrounding air. The ensuing explosion will vaporize anything in the near vicinity. If we could control the area where the overload occurs, the third energy will literally become the ultimate weapon. The power of the weapon depends on how much energy we can restrain before the explosion occurs. In other words, the capability of the stabilizers is the key to everything. The third energy was supposed to be the project of the development policy, create the basic power source for the permanently stationed weapon. If we change the policy of the project here and now, this government will be able to obtain the most deadly destructive device in the world. However, our current budget is completely out of the question. You'll find my estimates of the budget in the next chapter. Please review and consider. And the reason I say it's the finale is we're really close to the end, so this might either be like one long episode or two short ones, depending on how I feel about splitting it up. But before I talk about that, let's find the initializer and stabilizer and get out of here. Man, job well done, you know, just had to fight a few dinosaurs, except for me. I ran away from most of the dinosaurs, but still, dealt with a few dinosaurs and got Dr. Kirk. We did lose a couple of teammates, one we never even saw die on screen, and one who got chomped to bits by a big dinosaur, but that's fine. Regina and Rick and Gale are still alive, so no problems there. Oh, God. Yeah. I've noticed in this game, I think even less than Resident Evil have I been shooting and killing the creatures. Like, I think I've hardly killed any dinosaurs in this whole thing, and I think that's because I played normal mode. If I was playing easy mode, I probably would have killed them on a more regular basis, but anyway, now that we have the A key card, we can explore all the A doors, like this one here. Let's go in here first before we go to our next destination. Alright, looks like we got a few things in here, computer pad and everything, so let's check it out. I followed the messages from Dr. Kirk to the staff. They appear to have been distributed to each section prior to the experiment. Will you read the file? Notice. Preparing the stabilizer and the initializer. Make sure these two devices are ready in time for the experiment. Each of these two devices consists of the following three pods. Core pods, Project Part A, Project Part B. This means 6 pods needed in all. These pods are separately stored in the experiment room, the design room, and pot storage room. Once you've acquired all 6 parts, you can assemble them in the experiment room. The weightless manipulator must be operated by staff of level A class. I see. What's this? The information from the center terminal is shown here. The plan disk is required to operate it. Okay. Let's see. We operate the terminal? Yes. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay. A lot of numbers and no codes. So how are we supposed to open this? I feel like I'm missing something. Well, let's look around first before we try to solve that puzzle. Well, I know what it is, but I want to actively, like, I want to actively figure it out in game without just kind of without figuring it out from something else. A high security safe. The red indicator indicates that this safe is in non-function. Oh, okay. Now I can't open up any of those. Oh, hello. What's this? Grenade parts. By remodeling the cylinder, grenade bullets can be fired continuously. Ooh. Let's do that then. Alright. That sounds good right there. And actually, did I turn off my sound thing on here? Okay, good. Sorry, I was just checking my computer. I was hearing some background noises, so my bad. Actually, I think there's one more thing. Give me just a second. I think I have to mess with something. Sorry, it's so unprofessional. Sorry for that little pause in the action there. There was probably a quick cut you probably noticed. I just had to mess with some editing system, or editing stuff there. So anyway, let's push this crate here. It's not obvious at first, but the fact that we've been able to push other stuff throughout the game Ooh, we get a plug. Although I don't think there's any more. I mean, I could go back to that one medical room and unlock that one red box I missed, but I think we're good for the rest of the game. But we'll click that one thing here in a second. I want to read this. High security safe. Something is stored inside. You would think green means it's openable, but it's not right now. So, oh well. Anyway, let's check this out. A small wiretapping device. It appears to have something recorded on it. Will you play it? Yes.
My only concern regarding the new generator is the stabilizer. It functions perfectly under nominal conditions, but it's still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal. And it will all be attainable if you cooperate with me. The power of a god. How could I refuse?
The combination of the beeping sounds at the end of the conversation is, wonder why it told us that. Well, I didn't really check it out before, but if we use the, if we actually hit the numbers, see how they make a noise? Anyway, let's back up there. So how are you supposed to figure out is by the noise it makes. So obviously for quickness sakes, I'm just going to tell you what the answer is. So 3, 6, 7, 2, 0, 4. Yay! Regina's so smart, and I hit my mic by accident. Sorry. I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART. Anyway, let's grab the parts for the initializer and stabilizer. Core parts 1. Oops, sorry, I forgot to. Didn't want to read that really quick. To be combined with protective parts A1 and protective parts 1B. I mixed that up too. Anyway. Alright, to be combined with protective parts 2A and protective parts 2B. So we got both of those parts. So now let's get the actual key core parts for those devices, which is this way. Well, remember, we've been in the rooms already. We need to go to the initializer experimental room and destabilizer room, which I believe is over here. I mean, I'm not that good with maps, but I think it's pretty close by. I think it's actually in this room. Yeah, it's over here. More dinosaurs. Great. Alright. Hopefully we don't get hit. Luckily we have plenty of, Whew. Alright. Okay, we need to go... Oh, is this the room I need to go in first, or is it... Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay, just making sure. Wasn't sure if it was this room first or the other one. Alright, so remember this room from before? Planet disk is required to operate this device. And I think there's a code for it, I think. And one of these tells you what the code is. Yeah, okay. Mentions a 0 to the... Okay. Just making sure. Nope, we're good. Okay. Let's use the playing disc on this. Sorry. It's been a week since I last played, so, you'll have to forgive me. Yes. Alright. So the answer to this one, because of the... or what the... told us from that information is 03067. Yay, we did it. I think there's also a key card that also mentions it too, but that's how we open it. So obviously, if you don't want to do all this puzzling, that's why you choose Gale's version if you don't want to mess with all the puzzles. So I would not be surprised if you didn't decide not to do that. Critical part to the stabilizer. It protects the core parts from shock. Alright, and then there's one other one here, which we couldn't get to before, but now that we have the playing disc, storage for the important parts. A subtle machine sound comes to the parts can be heard inside. Alright, should be able to, yeah. Alright, let's open this one up. This gives us the other disc, and then we'll go to the other room to actually put them together. Because remember before there was a door with an A in there as well. So the answer to this one is 0, oops, 2, 0, 4. And this will give us the rest of the parts. And then we just have to put them all together. Alright. Who knew that Regina was actually an engineer at heart? A critical part to the stabilizer protects the core parts from shock. And I assume this one's for the initializer. Critical parts for the initializer protects it from shock, yeah. Yeah, it does really looks like something from sci-fi, but no, it's not sci-fi. It's reals! It's for realsies. And these are the... I think you have to grab those and something else to do Gale's plot, or story, if I remember. Actually, no, I think his is... And actually, his is a lot quicker. You just have to run around a lot of dinosaurs or fight a lot of dinosaurs to get to his. Which we still do have to for Rick as well, so I don't see what the big deal is. Oh, looks like they're busy chomping on some dude, so let's go to the other room, shall we? And let them eat in peace. Alright. Ah, we're finally back in this room. We've already grabbed everything in here before. We even got the shotgun parts and everything, so we need to go in here. Finally, after all that time. Now, let's check out this room. Let's walk around really quick before we solve the puzzle for this place. Shelves used to store the assembled prototype parts. Okay. Yeah, we can't quite assemble them yet. We're missing one more part. But this is where we go. The device assembles the parts for the generator in the necessary weightless environment. It appears that the critical parts of the generator can be assembled here. Oh, excellent. So now we just need one more piece. It's used to make adjustments for the machines that handle the parts assembly. Okay. Anyway, we need to go in here. The planned device is required to open the case. Well, then, boy, howdy, I'm going to grab that case. What, we can't smash it? Are you sure? All right, I won't resort to violence, even though we've been resorting to violence throughout this whole game. Critical part for the initializer protects the core parts from shock. Well, anyway, this is the final piece we need. All right, let's put them together. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Okay, I think I have to use the planning disc here too. No? Maybe I'll just use the parts on it, maybe. There we go. Okay. Will you assemble the parts? Yes, I will. And no, this isn't FMV to do it. We actually have to put the thing together ourselves. Luckily, it's not a hard puzzle. We just have to line them up properly. Unless I'm a moron, which is quite possible. You can't line stuff up together. What are you, 5? No. Sometimes it's slower, sometimes it's faster, depending on which one you get. So, alright. How about we do it right this time? There we go. Alright. And then just focus. There we go. There goes the stabilizer, I think. Now we just need to put the initializer together. Same thing. Same as the first. Couldn't be better if it got much worse. Alright, where's the other one? That one's going in slow. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. And we did it. We can put pieces. I'm the guy who put the square slot into the round hole, because that's how intuitive I was. Anyway, yeah, we've got the pieces now. Obviously, if you're playing, or if you're doing Gale's version, we don't even have to put these together. We just have to find a version that works from somewhere, and we go to the next part. The parts necessary to stabilize control of the generator. Alright, let's get the initializer, and we're good to go. Now we just need to go back to the, we need to go back to the main room. These parts create the energy that is required to start the generator. So now we need to go back to third energy. Almost. We got one more thing we need to do before we do that. We don't actually have a key card to activate it with. We need Dr. Kirk's signature, or we need Dr. Kirk's card to activate it. So what we need to do now is we need to go back to the security room with that one dead lady or man or whatever, and from those fingerprints we got earlier, from that one ripped up lady, and to get inside. So let's pass by these dudes. No! Oh, he's right next to the door. That sucks. That's annoying. Okay, let's take a quick step in here. All right, oh, there's a dinosaur in here too. Good. I just need a few seconds to basically not reset them, but give them a chance to basically give me a chance to like run around them because they were standing in front of the door. Jerks. Yeesh. Alright, luckily this is an area that's immune to dinosaurs. They're not allowed to come in here. They're programmed not to be allowed in here. So let's go back into the security pass room. Right here. And yeah, it was in here. I think it was in this room. Yeah, it was. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm trying to remember. There's supposed to be a number. I think we've already read it before. Maybe it was on. Well, anyway, let's rewrite the ID for Dr. Kirk so it can actually use the third energy machine. A device that can rewrite the data of the ID staff. The staff assigned to the B2 floor and B3 floor of their ID data. Basically, we're using Kirk's bloody fingerprints from killing that poor woman. Registering that terminal to rewrite that data, you need an ID card. Alright. Let's use that same ID card we've been using multiple times. It's like the town bike. Everyone's had a ride on it. Or everyone's been riding on it. Initializing card data, rewrite in sequence. Alright. And when we were near that lady, she had her ID code. I hope you wrote it down. But I have it for you here. So 3 1 4 1 5. Or not that lady. Sorry, Kirk's journal mentions his ID number. So yeah, anyway. Yep. We're resetting it to Dr. Kirk's ID. Section 3rd Energy Laboratory. Supervisor Edward Kirk. Will you override it? Yes, please. Why would you go through all that effort and decide not to override it? Oh well. Card data has been rewritten. This card certifies us as Dr. Kirk. Do we get our own ship and Enterprise and everything? No? Okay. Alright, now we can go to third energy and get out of here, or get past that one spot. Probably for purposes, I would suggest saving here. Even if you haven't saved at all, I would suggest saving at this save spot because we are quite close to the end of the game. So just to keep that in mind. All right. Anyway, let's go back to the third energy room. About to pass by that dinosaur again. I should have just grabbed a poison dart from when I was messing with those dinosaurs earlier, so I could just have finished them off. But all right, hopefully I can just run past him. Come on! Nope. Ah, nuts! Get off me, dork! All right. Well, luckily we're close to the end of the game, and I'm gonna have to find a. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, I'm bleeding. That's fine. Whatever. I should have killed him for his transgressions, but oh well. Okay, we need to activate the thing first. Let's go back to. Actually, we are pretty close to the elevator. I wonder if it'll allow me to use the elevator. I'm gonna do that really quick before because I don't. I mean, you can't technically bleed out. I just don't want to lose all that HP. So give me a second. Oh, okay. We'll do that really quick, and then we'll be able to use the elevator. All right, let's activate this. Yep, activates the generator. I wonder if I'm allowed to leave after activating it. Well, I guess we'll find out here in a second. Now that we got all the pieces. We tried doing this before, but it wasn't work, or something stopped us from getting it to work. Oh no, it meant, I think it blew out or something like that. Okay, anyway, it's telling us basically use the initializer. I forgot, can I leave now or do I still have to start it? Okay, well, I'm going to lose a little bit of health. But like I said, you can't bleed out in this game, but you still can't lose HP, so that's the worst part of it. But let's go ahead and set this up, shall we? Alright, first let's, if I remember we were messing with this a lot earlier, so this is actually where we start putting the stuff in, so, yep. I believe the stabilizer goes in here. If we looked at I think there's one computer that we can, or is either a file or a computer that we look at that tells us like which one goes where. Not too confusing, but you do kind of. This game definitely requires you to pay attention a lot more than Resident Evil did, that's for sure. Especially with all the number puzzles and everything in it. Ooh, starting one off. I have a bad feeling about starting this generator. It's almost like I feel like a timer is going to go off as soon as we start it up. Yeah, that's just crazy. That'd be like it was a video game or something. But this is real life. It's for reals. Anyway, the other one is down here. So let's, ooh, Regina giving off that serious look. Although she's hardly acted serious in this game. She's kind of been, I wouldn't say goofy, but she's been a little bit tongue-in-cheek. But really, when you know, you always have that one person that's always humorous in a situation that's always dangerous because Otherwise, that person would go insane. So it makes sense usually it makes sense that's the main character. That's the one that kind of jokes with the group about that, or is jokey or something like that. That's why the main characters can be lovable. Anyway, with this one, we put in the initializer. Alright, now with those two pieces in, now we just have to start it. And all this work just to leave it for dinosaurs to take over, because we found out that dinosaurs exist in the same... Basically, these are dinosaurs from, like, millions of years in the past, but due to, like, some weird mumbo-jumbo sciencey stuff in this game, they basically exist in our own dimension. Yeah, I don't get it either, but whatever. Does that activates the generator will operate? Yes. Man, what type of training have you had, Regina? I want to know, so I can learn about that myself. So I can learn to, like, deal with, like, you know, like engineering, architecture, shooting, and all this other stuff. Well, whatever. Not that we need to know. Uh-oh. Now at the sound of that. Not that we need to know. I mean, in games like this, backstories aren't, or like super, like, dense backstories are not really necessary. We just know that they're special agents that have been trained for this, and we just have to accept that as legit. Yo. Alright, let's turn on the other one and then I'll get us started. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. We're fine. We're fine. It looks like there's no cracks in the it's not nuclear. I don't think it is anyway. Hey Doc, you mean to tell me that this sucker is nuclear? Alright, anyway, this will get us.
Okay, Regina. Shut the power output to maximum.
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it opens.
Then we won't look back. Crank that sucker. Go out with a boom.
Uh-oh, looks like Dr. Kirk got away, but we don't know about that. We need to get back to the library room before this place explodes, except there's no timer. Yeah, there's no timer. Anyway. Okay, before we go on, I want to make sure we get that hemostat, so let's go to... Actually, is that going to be closer to the room I'm... Oh, by the way, we can now actually go back to older rooms now, so if you have to... if you need to go back to an old, like, area of the game... So, for example, let's go back to 411F really quick. I know I probably shouldn't be doing this at this point of the game, but I thought, why not? Let's show it. It'll be fine. But yeah, we're back here at the front. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a Actually, is there? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah, I know this is ruining the moment, but anyway, yeah, we can go back to like try to unlock older red boxes, or I don't think I have a. Oh, I do have a hemostat here. Excellent. Good, thank you. Okay. Let's use that really quick. Wait, what? I'm not bleeding anymore? Did the cutscene fix that? Huh. Okay, apparently the cutscene prevented me from bleeding out. Okay, well that's fine. Then I will take it off because really we're right at the very. But yeah, if you need to grab anything, good point. Actually, let me go and grab these. I might as well utilize those poison darts I've had throughout the whole game. Let's see, does this one have one? I know one of the boxes has a poison dart in it. Yeah, here we go. Do I need any more bullets? I think I'm actually good for the rest of the game now. Oh, another. There we go. And I never did utilize the 40 S&W bullets for the Glock. Whoops. Although you really don't get many of those throughout the game, frankly, for the most part. Oh, there's oh, heat and grenade bullets. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might just use the for the rest of the game, just use the grenade and heat bullets because we're like really close to the end. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's easier to sort if we actually do it here. Okay. First of all, let's equip the shotgun. So if we run across any random dudes, I'll just kill them in one shot. That's the best thing about this thing. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's go back to the action. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So if you want to grab any like last-minute items or anything like that, then you have the chance to do so. But let's go back to where we were supposed to go. That was actually pretty quick. Is it the third floor or was it the second floor I need to go to? Oh. Whoops. Nuts. It's B2, isn't it? Man, talk about a... And, oh, nuts. And no, I'm not purposely dragging it out because it's the end of the game. I'm, like I said, this might end up being a two-parter, so I'll just probably end up, just splitting it into two episodes for the finale. They might just be 2 short episodes for the most part, but that's fine. I'd rather like record it in a one shot go anyway. I think it feels more authentic that way. All right, back to the third energy room, but back to the action. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, back out. Actually, well, let's still go back outside despite the issue with the generator. Huh. Okay. That's fine. Hey, all it is shaking. Oh, I see the steam. I see the signs. Alright, let's go back to the library room because we don't know what happened to Gale yet. We're going to find out here in a second. Hopefully he doesn't bleed out in time. Or hopefully, yeah. Because he did save us twice, so gotta give him the credit. They make him out to be a dick, but it's almost like Rick is the dick in this game, really. He seems almost unreasonable half the time.
Okay. Just get Kirk. Hurry.
Take it easy, Gale.
Oh, take this. Tagged him with transmitter.
Gale. Gale.
And we get the pulse receiver. You can use it to find the location of Dr. Kirk. Thank you, Gale. And now he's dead. Oh well, sorry for that. He was a nice guy too.